Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, I'm gonna call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks related content, where we're today talking about the MBT-B. This is an up-and-coming Tier 10 American heavy tank that actually looks pretty damn crazy if you just take a look at the turret. Now, these are the first stats we see on the Supertest server, and we don't know if this tank is coming out anytime soon or if it's coming out in a year. Basically, what we know so far is that it's going to be an American Tier 10 heavy tank. And these are the first stats. And I've already looked over them. I've already made this video prior, but somehow wasn't recorded. And we're doing this again. But this thing with these current stats is going to be insane. Now, we don't know if this is going to be a premium vehicle, a reward tank. Maybe it might be a new line, but I don't think Wargaming have ever said anything about a new line. But what you get here is at least a 120mm gun. You have 420 alpha damage on the AP shell, or the two high explosive shells you carry. One of them looks like a HESH shell. You can see the penetration rate is quite nice for both high explosive shells. 330 for the premium one, 125 for the non-premium one. So that's a really nice feature. And 265 for the AP shell. So generally speaking, that's a bit above average for the standard tier 10 heavy tank. Reload time with 9 seconds is really fast for a 120mm gun. Aim time is really good, dispersion values are really good, so this tank is accurate and it aims in fast as well. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, so it's going to be a really good ridgeline warrior, and it has no turret weak spot, so that's a very important thing. This tank doesn't have a cupola. I know we don't see it here, but I've looked at the pictures from the vehicle on a other website, and it doesn't have a cupola, so that's going to be a bit tough, but we're going to take a look at the hull armor and the turret armor in just a second. You carry 45 shells. Your top speed is 45 kph. That's quite fast, actually, especially considering that you have a specific power to weight ratio of 17.8 horsepower per ton. So your tank accelerates quickly as well for a heavy tank. It probably doesn't weigh a lot, but we know it weighs it has a 800 horsepower engine. Reverse speed is a bit slow, 15 kph only. It is a heavy tank, so keep that in mind. 45 degrees per second hull traverse speed, on the other hand, that is insane. That is on the level of a medium tank. And the turret traverse speed of 32 degrees per second is not too shabby either. So, looking at firepower and mobility, this tank already looks like a really, really dangerous vehicle. And it's also pretty small. This profile here shows that the vehicle isn't very large, but it's quite long. It does not really show the dimensions very well, but it's quite a long vehicle. Survivability wise, 2200 HP, which is about the norm, the standard HP you have for American Tier 10 heavy tank. 200mm of hull armor at the front. It's also quite interesting that this viewport, or probably the driver's port, is actually like, it's a little rounded oval shape. And it's not flat, so be careful whenever you want to shoot there. 90mm on the side and 45 at the rear. So you can probably overmatch it with high explosive shell on the side. At the back, not on the side. Turret armor, 350mm thick at the front. That's pretty damn insane. And there's a lot of stuff just kind of blocking your view as well. So it's not that nice when you're trying to engage this tank. Looks like there's going to be quite a few things in your way when you're trying to shoot it. It has 150mm of turret armor on the side and 40 at the back. And it has a whopping 420 meters base view range. Now, I think with 100% crew, this tank will have a reload time of about maybe 7.5 seconds. It's also going to have like insane spotting, and it's not the slowest. So I'm not entirely sure what Wargaming's thinking, but these stats are crazy. Like, if this tank comes out, it would be really, really good from the stats already. But that's all I wanted to say about this vehicle. Tell me what you think. Do we need another Tier 10 American heavy tank in the game? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.